So refresh my memory. What are we actually doing?
So we're gonna blackmail someone or something. We gotta get the stuff to blackmail them with. So I guess we gotta prove to everyone that I think it's Maven Blackbriar works with the Thieves Guild, you know, because nobody could ever imagine that in this city that is openly and brazenly full of fucking thieves. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Maybe it's not
from
Maven.
telling you. You
I don't
pretty
remember.
much can't stop her from telling you. And she tells
What's
it with
up,
like
guys?
a sneer, like, you better
I'm just
not get
walking
in
in.
my way or else I'll have you killed because I'm the leader of the Thieves Guild. What are you gonna do about it? And the answer is nothing, because this game doesn't let me do anything about it. All of your confidence and your courage and your smugness is coming from the invincibility the developers gave you. Bethesda, why do you keep doing this? Why do you make obnoxious, horrible jerks that we can't kill? It's every single game.
You're trespassing here.
Several
You'd better
soldiers
clear out.
before it departed.
And you always have them rub it in our faces.
There's a contingency plan in effect.
And that makes it the worst, probably. Wasn't it
Yes.
Seamus who wrote about it, actually? That the only explanation for Maven's behavior is not only that she's invincible, but that she must know that she's invincible.
Yes. Because here's the thing.
Because that's what it feels like with a lot of these
I would
NPCs.
honestly be like mature enough to
I have
just put up with
invisibility
it, like
potions.
whatever. If there's a character who's a jerk and you can't kill them, I'll be like, okay, I mean, they're just a jerk, it sucks, but I'll deal with it. But what's really obnoxious is that so many times, like 4 or 5 times in this game, and in Fallout 3, and in Oblivion, you have characters who are just like, I'm so cool and you can't possibly kill me. Like, literally, that's what they're saying to you. Like, I am so badass, wouldn't even believe it, you can't touch me. Like, it's Maul in this game, it's Maven Blackbriar, it's those stupid kids who call you weaklings, talk about how their daddy can have you thrown in jail, and they're all immortal.
And you can't even in any way take them down a peg, because those are not
Yes.
tools that you have. The only
Yeah,
tool
this
that
game-
you have is murder.
Skyrim is a
And they take
game
that
about
away.
killing things. That's almost the only thing you can do in it.
Yep. Pretty damn much.
And you can only use that when it serves their stories. It's so obnoxious. I have such a love-hate relationship with this game.
Let's see if I remember which ingredients have visibility on them. Ice Wraith teeth is one. We have one that definitely has it. Do we have any Nirnroot? We do. Okay. Nirnroot, Ice Wraith teeth. Yeah! Let's make a few more of those. Alright, now we have invisibility potions. So
I'm
the
glad you
plan...
have invisibility
I'm
potions.
terrified at this prospect. This could be like the first 5 minutes of a sitcom episode of That's Our Cuthbert.
It's all right.
Hey guys, check it out. I made invisibility potions. Oh, Reginald, can't you be responsible for those for just once? I'm responsible.
Laugh track.
And then it just freeze frames on Reginald Cuthbert sitting in the middle of Jarl Billy Goat's table, stark naked, and like all the plates are on the table, and his Irileth is hanging from her feet by the rafters, like with 20 broken bones, and she's just like, Reginald!
Wink to the camera. That's our Cuthbert.
Reginald Cuthbert.
Was
He's
filmed
not
in
the
front of
hero
a
we
live
need,
studio audience.
but he's not the hero we deserve
What up?
either.
He's not much of a hero, come to think of it.
Yeah! I am now the
How is
Jarl.
that not a punishable offense?
I'm so
How is that
stealthy.
not a punishable offense, but taking a cabbage from a
To be
cabbage
fair,
bowl is?
to be fair, in Tribunal, I rubbed my nude testicles against Helseth's throne, and nobody objected.
That's because everybody in Tribunal was mad.
Fuck is a Nuriel?
A mad person.
Oh yeah, Tribunal.
just fast
that
traveled to a
game
place
where
I
they
was
have the
standing
ruler
outside
of the
of.
realm, who tries to have you assassinated, and then gives you lots of quests to do to help him after he tries to have you assassinated. And in Tribunal, you can kill him.
got to thinking.
If Bethesda had made that game today, you would not be able to kill Helseth. Think about that.
Or Vivek. And probably Dagathur either.
You're trespassing.
You would be able to engage him in combat, but then you get him down to low hit points and he triggers some cutscene, runs away.
That actually happens.
Well, yeah, that is.
That actually happens in Morrowind.
When you disrespect me.
God
I don't
damn
know if
it.
that was deliberate,
Bethesda.
and if so, touche.
No, it was actually not, but
You're
it's a
gonna
good
come out
boy.
of there at any point?
Yeah, to be fair, you actually kill him in the next scene. It's just that you know he's God and you can't defeat a god like that. But I mean, by that standard, everyone in this game is a god.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard.
I'm not trespassing!
Maybe that's why he
Come
deserves
on! I'm standing next to the door waiting for this dude to come out. Or woman.
Well, as Rift and Stu.
Here,
Come with me.
I'm going to blackmail you in front of everybody! My grand plan!
As Jarl Layla's houseguard, I would ask that you maintain a respectable distance from her.
There's just so many more uses for an incriminating letter than this.
Like
She's
as an
probably
napkin.
not gonna assassinate or
Suppose you're
try to
going
poison
extort
you.
something from me? Is that it? Well, so you're an Imperial spy.
But
Gee, what gave that away?
I have no strong love for the Stormcloaks, but I can't say I'm all that fond of the Empire either.
The voice
Oh, we're playing a
direction
political
on this
game.
was not fantastic. I can say that much.
We're playing a political game.
Perhaps we can
In that
find a
case,
way
allow
for
me
both of us
to
prosper
bluntly
from this
and bluntly
unfortunate discovery.
exposit all of my interests in this political game
What
crusade,
if I told you
honestly
about a
and
large
openly.
shipment of gold and weapons?
Too
A
bad you're
large
not
shipment
wearing
of
a
gold and
wire.
weapons. What are we
Make a
talking about?
significant
4
difference
swords
in
and
the
60
war.
gold? Actually, that's legitimately probably what this is.
Well, I
Like, I
suppose
forget,
not
but
left
I'm
much
sure
choice
it's
in
something
the
like
matter,
that.
Am I? Very well. I trust a hefty
Yeah,
price of
monies.
will suffice.
You know, it feels a little bit weird to have
Oh,
it so
no.
that, like,
I'm no
you know,
fool.
clearly
You'll
both
learn
factions
what you need to
express an
know once
interest
we've
in
come
getting
to an
enough weapons and
agreement.
armor. When
There's no way to turn this
you
down,
can walk
apparently.
into town and
Come
just
on!
buy weapons and armor casually
Fucking
from like
son of a-
3 different people per
We're taking
town.
it by wagon to Windhelm. If you hurry,
There's
you'll
clearly
catch
not
them
a
before they get
shortage.
far.
Everybody's got inventory lying
It'll be a
around.
fairly slow-moving caravan. The shipment is quite heavy.
I mean, it's
So
not
now
like
that she's
rank and
told you
file
this-
Imperial stuff, but I mean,
Now, let's
these guys are
pretend we never
Stormcloaks.
had
They're
this discussion.
insurgents. Like, how much do they really even need uniforms?
The Jarl has put out a bounty on some bandits.
What was your
Here, take a
motivation
look at
for
this
giving her
decree
the
for
letter
details.
after she gave you the information?
I have no
Welcome to this
idea.
fair keep. I'm Jarl Layla's
She's like,
steward,
wow.
Anuriel.
I just had to like tell him some bullshit, and then he gave me the only copy of the letter that is incriminating.
Where are the weapons? They're on a cart to Windhelm. If you hurry now, run in that direction.
Yeah, to
You'll
a cart
probably
full of
catch
weapons
them.
and gold and dragon masks and DLC and oh, I think Ulfric Stormcloak's gonna be there, and he's got a hot sister who's totally an Imperial sympathizer. Go get him, Tiger.
Oh no, sorry, you just missed them. Better luck next time. Oh, another incriminating note.
As long as you continue, they are
Oh.
Oh wait. Must make my mark on Riften. Oops.
I like to think
Time to
Rizzo
go.
Catbird has like a dozen selfies of himself standing in front of like ruined dinner tables with Jarls in the background just going WTF. Hashtag Fusrodan.
Oh, horses. You should probably steal one.
Sounds like a good idea.
The General and I have our disagreements.
I'm actually surprised there aren't more,
I knew
like,
you'd bring back
rural
something.
areas. And I mean really,
It
like,
so happens we
settled
have some
rural
scouts
areas,
along
like
the road.
farms and
Meet
stuff.
up with
There's
them,
like 2
together
or
see if
3
you
throughout the
can't
game,
overpower
but
the caravan.
for a continent the size of Skyrim, you'd think there'd be more.
Is there anything else? I guess not. Why did it freeze my conversation there for a minute? Meet the men. Ah, this questline is so boring.
When you put it that way, that has kind of like, I don't know, that has kind of, the ambiguity there has a certain flavor to it. Like, you're gonna cross the rocks, and you're just gonna see, like, a bunch of really stacked, shirtless, oiled up Imperials standing around, like, washing themselves or chopping wood. And they're just gonna be like, hello there. I see you're a two-hander.
That would imply this game has any concept of, like, sexuality. It is weird how, like, asexual this game is, really.
Okay, so here's another
It
important
is.
point I was going to get to. You guys were talking about how the AI in this game is really subpar. The thing is, I think the main reason these people don't feel so weird when they go off the rails and so like it's so disappointing in a way has nothing to do with the bad AI. I think the bad AI is like something that we're easily able to sort of explain away or incorporate or reframe. I think these people would feel so much more real if they weren't all cold, dead, emotionless robots. Expositing overlong, boring, flat phrases.
Yeah.
We don't care. I don't think I
Yeah,
cared
they're
about
not
it.
And it would be Bethesda writing NPCs, and we all know how that turns out.
As an experiment, I sort of went through last week, and I was like listening to some of the dull exposition where people are talking. Like, you ask somebody a question like, "Why do you support the Empire?" And he's like, "Why would I support the Empire? We should support the Empire because the Empire brings in lots of goods, and we need goods because Skyrim wants to be rich. But then we have lots of soldiers, and we." It would have been so much better if it was, it's a simple exchange. We give them soldiers, they give us riches. So much easier, and this person sounds like a person and not like a tour guide. In real life, people don't actually like just sort of droning like that most of the time, or else they have some sort of sense that it's not socially acceptable or ideal when somebody asks you a question showing interest to launch into a very flat, grinding monologue.
Or maybe you just caught him off guard. Or why do I like the Empire? I like the Empire because they provide us with riches and soldiers.
Allow
and
me
that's
to
why I
read
like
from the
Empire.
essay I wrote in 4th grade, which explains why I think the Empire is a good thing. And it is a good thing we are allied with the Empire.
Or maybe
by
if there's some sort of Imperial thought
by
police.
Billy Groove.
He's already prepared.
Jarl.
Someday, little Billy. Someday.
You know, and the game is so sort of desexualized that I find it weird that 90% of the mods are putting in busty ladies that are half naked.
Well, I mean, that just makes it boring. But you are right that now with the woman that you were blackmailing, he took you to her bedroom and she was like, I think we can come to some sort of arrangement. And it was just, the only option was be a jerk or ask for weapons.
Well, I think it would have been pretty gross if you had had a extort her for sex option, to be fair.
That's what it
would have
was
been pretty
written
gross,
like.
but that is what they were they looked like they were going for. And she was being
I'm
sultry
alright,
about
I
it.
guess. How are you? You're
this
good to
go
hear?
well. This is my first real command since.
But there's nothing like that in the entire game.
Well,
they
I
are all
hope you're
cold,
up for
emotionless
disappointment
robots.
then there, Hadvar, because
I see
the
the
guard
battle
tower has
stretched
been
out
ransacked by thieves,
Like I'm still
and
there.
everybody's dead,
Do the
and there's
men
no
you've killed
goods,
haunt
so...
Sometimes when I look up at the moon,
Maybe you
I
should
think I can
just
still see...
pretend that...
When I look up at the moon, I think I can still see the silhouette of Jarl Balagru
Really?
flying towards it
It
face
just so
first.
happens we've been tracking a wagon for about a day now.
Josh, I will say that I was paralyzed with laughter when that happened.
How do you know that?
And then he kept talking. It was great.
That was the best part, is that nobody reacted.
was
Like, if
crafty.
everybody had attacked you, that would have been so funny. But it was that the game just sort of tried to go with
Steward
it
in
desperately.
the pocket, you say. See, for reasons I don't fully comprehend, I gave the incriminating letter back to her when she told me about the caravan.
First,
And there's
we're
an
going to take out
entirely
the sentry,
insignificant
then
chance that if I
situate
ever go
ourselves
back
on the
there, I'll
location.
get poisoned.
Next, you'll
Okay,
infiltrate the position
yeah.
and get their
They're
attention.
dead.
Exactly like that
We
one
hit them
mission in
with
Call of
barrage
Duty.
arrows. With a
For
bit of luck, we'll catch them completely
Hadvar,
off
they're
guard
all
and leave
dead.
the citadel.
Yes, this open world game series in the modern era has finally reached the level of player agency and freedom as
Oh,
that
wait, did
one
you guys
stealth
kill
mission
them?
in Call of Duty 4.
Oh my god. Yes! Yes! Prepare my chariot!
The only way to capture a cart full of goods is with another cart.
Okay, Josh, it's
Hang
about
on,
time
guys.
to call it. Do you want to do this, or do you want to call it?
Well, why don't we do this? But first, I gotta kill people.
Okay.
They seem to be
get him when it
rather
comes back
immune to your cart-based shenanigans.
No, they're taking damage
Oh
now.
no, there you go.
Can't they realize that you're the one pushing the cart? Like, I feel like you killed a chicken and the whole town attacked you or
Oh.
something.
I like how Headvar said fire after that guy fired to like make it look like, oh, I totally said it.
It's
I'm
also
totally
really
in command
pro-
here.
You also did a really pro job of accomplishing that objective, Josh. Winner!
Shut up.
Good ambush.
Hey, I got one.
Well, you're the only one actually ambushing.
I'm counting the number of times you've hit with an arrow, Josh. 1.
And he died when I did it.
Yeah, I'm thinking you were LVP there.
We make quite the
Okay,
team.
Josh, I gotta find out. What's on the
Wait to
card?
kill another
What's on the card?
Wolfric's boys.
What the rebels like to forget is that the Empire is what's keeping the Dominion out of Skyrim.
Alright, let's see. Let's loot this cart before they get here.
You break 22 more picks and you're like, well, I guess we're going home.
Some
Too bad we
secrets
didn't
are
bring
meant
any
to remain
horses. Wow. This is not
That's-
bad.
That's actually pretty shitty.
hidden. It's still only like 6 weapons, but
Yeah. Seriously. Well, I guess 6 people constitutes an invading force in this
Yeah,
setup,
this is
so, fair
Skyrim
enough.
here, you guys. I can't get up to see
Wait,
the
where
rest
are
of
their
them.
horses?
Well, there's one over there.
There's
Apparently
one.
the wheel is broken off of this.
that's
Not
lucky.
Were they fixing it?
It looked like they were
Should there
sleeping.
be some tools here then?
Well, there's an axe.
Yeah,
Like
I think
axe
you
is
just got more
incredibly
weapons
heavy.
by killing these Stormcloaks than you would have gotten otherwise, except those are steel weapons. That's the big difference.
Hey, it's a horse that I'm not stealing.
Still, I refuse to believe that this had... I think killing those guys had more of an effect on the war effort than actually robbing the cart did.
Which is to say, still nothing.
Yeah, which is to say negligible, and man, it probably would have been much more lucrative to have an official in our pocket. We got a bad trade right there.
She's laughing all the way to the back.
She
we should
probably
just
didn't
go
even know
kill
there was
her.
going to be a cart there. We
Except she's
established
probably
it.
invincible.
We probably just lucked out and ran into a random Stormcloak patrol. She's like, oh well.
You guys,
But
my
she
horse
lights a
is
cigar
flying.
with her incriminating document.
You guys. It's great.
Uh,
I'm not even high right now.
Or are you? It would actually explain a lot if we just assume you've been high this entire episode. And playthrough. And also
And
all other games played. What? What even? Horse, what is your deal?
Before we sign out, I just want to say that, I was really excited to play Skyrim for one big reason, which was Josh gets crazy bugs in normal video games.
Did you just teleport?
No.
Can you whirlwind sprint on a horse?
Certainly.
Huh? Can I
Can
what?
you whirlwind sprint on a horse?
Probably not.
Nope.
Jump, horse. Use your repulsor lift drive.
This horse is remarkably easygoing.
The scouts. Ah, yes, here comes Reginald Catbird, riding from the horizon. What news does he have? Why is he riding up the cliff? Oh my god, what is he doing?
Oh shit, oh god. Okay, it's okay. We're good.
And good night.